Okay, menopause. I'm talking about the weight loss aspect of menopause, not the emotional right now, but obviously it massively affects your emotional state as well. So we're just going to talk about the fat loss, what you need to do. It's really quite simple. The news isn't great. The news isn't great, ladies. You know, your estrogen levels and your progesterone levels drop. Okay, just to cut a really long story short, this means that in response to those lowered levels of those two hormones, that cortisol and estrogen rise. Now, cortisol is known as the stress hormone. It does play a good purpose in your body. It deals with inflammation. Okay, so it's not all bad, but it also has a negative impact on muscle mass and a negative impact on fat loss. So, yeah, we don't really want raised levels of cortisol, and then the estrogen, insulin levels go up. This is not great either, because this is what holding fat around the middle is about. Insulin levels go up. This means that your body is less sensitive to it, because insulin is more present in the bloodstream all the time, and the more present it is in the bloodstream means that your receptors, the insulin receptors, become almost blind to the insulin presence, and normally it can see it and go, oh, receptors, yes, we want you, insulin, come over here. But they stop, they go, I can't see you, like that. And then when that happens, that means you can't shuttle energy into your muscles as much, and you can't shuttle energy as efficiently into your liver either. So it's a bit of an issue, because it affects how your body deals with sugar. And if there's too much sugar present in your bloodstream and insulin, and it's all going on, that's when this whole belly appears, this tire that you all refer to around your middle. Okay, so that explains that. So what is the fix then? There's a lot more detail in the text. The fix really is this: you want your testosterone levels to be up, okay, because they will drop too. So really, we want to do weight training, that's going to bring testosterone levels up, or HIIT training, that's going to bring testosterone levels up. You want to keep your muscle mass as maintained as possible, because this will affect your insulin sensitivity and improve it, okay, improves it. Because muscles need sugar and energy to keep going, they need glycogen. So good, it has a massively positive effect upon that and the testosterone. So great, it's a tick and a tick. You don't want to be working out for too long. So if you are going into the gym for weight training, you want to be there no longer than an hour, because also exercise is a stress on the body. Okay, so that also raises cortisol. So we don't want to be working out for too long. Okay, we want to get in, we want to work hard, and we want to get out as quickly as possible. And this is why prolonged cardio is really not helping you. That's how I'm going to put it. So it sounds like it's not my opinion, because it's not, it's fact. It is not helping you. So running and cardio is not helping this specific situation, because those exercises put a stress on your body, and you've already got raised cortisol levels and apparently a raised heart rate when you're going through menopause. So it doesn't really make sense to do that, but people still do it, and they get cross about it when I say it. So these are the facts. So we want to be doing weight training, we want to be doing HIIT. They're the two we're going to go for sustaining your health. And then obviously you want to bring stress levels down. So one of the things is don't work out too long. The next one is walk to burn your calories. Okay, so do your resistance training, that's vital. But if you want to replace something like running with something that's really going to help you, then walking will burn calories, but it will also bring your stress levels down. It's known to do that. Also, all the classic stuff, so sleeping is absolutely vital. Now, no, sleep's very hard when you're going through menopause, so you need to be supplementing to help with that, and also bring your stress levels down. We'll be talking about that in mindset. And then finally, have things like massages, yoga, and whatever works for you. Okay, it can't be prescribed because we're all different. So whatever brings your stress levels down. However, bear in mind that I said, you know, some people think that running brings their stress levels down, but it doesn't. Inside your body, it has a cortisol reaction. Okay, so some things make you stressed inside, even though you're not really feeling it on the outside. So do things that make you feel less stressed, and actually start prioritizing yourself. Really is the message there, isn't it? It's like it's time to really look after yourself. If you want your body functioning well and you want your emotional state to be balanced as possible, and obviously then HRT is another thing to consider. I'm not advising it, but there are some amazing progressions with the research behind HRT at the moment, and there's a lot of positive things being said about it in terms of, you know, restoring your hormonal balance and allowing you to crack on with your life and your functioning as you normally would. But of course, that's completely up to you. Nutritional changes, because of this raised insulin issue, really eating lots of sugar, it just can't be going on. It just can't be. If you've become a carbohydrate monster, you're going to have to take a little look at this and start eating much more vegetables, a lot more protein, because if you're at this age, your muscle mass is disappearing at a rate of knots, and you will just turn into a bag of fat and bones if you're not careful. And of course, that's going to impact on your bone density. So very important to do the resistance training in conjunction with good nutrition, which is keeping your protein levels up, higher than 50 grams per day, which means eating protein at every meal. Keep fruit to a minimum, so eating fruit after you've worked out, but not, because people think, oh, fruit's healthy. It's got micronutrients in it, but it's also got an absolute shit ton of sugar in it. Refer to the low sugar fruit list in the food handbook. Grains are not brilliant for you. Dairy is not brilliant for you because it spikes your blood sugar. Starchy stuff is not particularly great either because it spikes your blood sugar. So we've got to try and keep, you know, the GI chart, the glycemic index chart is a good thing to be looking at. So anything that's high, a high number on there, means it's spiking your blood sugar, because your blood sugar will just spike more easily now that you've got raised insulin levels. That's basically the long and the short of that. It's not complicated. So refined sugars are a massive issue. So yes. So try and stick with veg, try and stick with proteins. Exercise needs to be short and sweet but intense. We've got to get the testosterone levels up. That's super important. Now, the doctors offer a supplement for testosterone, but why would you do that? Because the minute you supplement with something, your body stops producing it naturally. So when you've still got the ability to produce it naturally, so do it. Weight training promotes it a lot. The other thing that promotes testosterone levels is going to sleep before midnight. Your body produces testosterone round about midnight. Okay, so if you can be asleep by then, fabulous. Human growth hormone is the other hormone that you want to be promoting as much as possible. And again, that's weight training and going to bed to sleep before midnight. So in summary, lower insulin promoting diet, smarter stress, lowered stress inducing exercise regime, and really just like walking, you know, doing stuff that makes you feel relaxed. Raise your protein intake, and consider a protein powder if you struggle to get your protein levels up. And really that's just going to make a profound difference to how you're experiencing the weight gain and the weak body. So you know, and that's also going to prevent injury, which is also very important at this point, always important. So yeah, I hope this helps you, and let's get those bodies working as best they possibly can. Thank you.